Here we go for Coffee Club on a Friday morning. It is the 29th of May. Jesse, no Josh, but I got a good stand-in that is coming in for Josh here today, as Brant Scherbarth is from the recruiting office here in town, and he said he'd step up and answer the call to be in for Josh. How you doing?
Good. I don't know how we'll do compared to Josh. He does a pretty good job.
I think you'll do just fine. Might have to make a couple of adjustments for some of the things, but that's all right. Hey, we also have Jessica Bortner joining us here in studio, and Jessica, you are here from the Community Hospital Health Foundation, and you're getting ready for a pro-am, right?
Good morning. Yes, I am. We all are. We got a good team here, and we've got a full slate. Looking forward to our 37th annual pro-am. It's going to be next Friday, and I would have loved to have coffee with you next Friday, but next Friday I'm going to be prepping.
Are you a little busy?
A little busy, expecting some good golfers.
Every year I ask her, hey, do you want to do it early that Friday morning? And then,
Giggles. No.
Well, she probably wouldn't mind, because then you'd have to delegate other stuff to other people.
Oh, we're going to have to talk about that delegating thing.
Yeah.
We can do that?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Cool.
Yeah. So we're going to talk about that. Let's do, why don't you introduce everybody that you brought with you?
Absolutely. On my right here, I've got Kimberly Obert. She is our new foundation specialist, so excited to have her with us today. And on my left, I've got Jim Hall, who spent years on the Health Foundation, also partnered with him when he was the McCook College Foundation Director of their foundation, so excited to have Jim Hall with us today. And then in the end, Mr. Troy Brant, CEO and President of Community Hospital.
All right. So you got a good group. Who'd you bring from back here? Yeah.
Well, this guy back here, he just manages Heritage Hills. It's all right. No, Mason Michael is so thrilled to have him. He's just been phenomenal working with him at Heritage Hills. Mason, thanks for coming.
Happy to be here.
So this will be your first pro-am, right?
That's right.
On this side of it. Have you played in the pro-am before?
I've actually never played in the pro-am before. It's always been a dream, though, watching out at the horse race after and seeing some of those pros. It's really cool to watch. So
yeah. So what has most of your time been getting this put together, getting it ready?
A lot of it has just been a lot of communication with the pros, trying to see who's all coming down, working out with the carts, because we bring down so many people. It's a big event for the course, just making sure that kind of everything's going to go smoothly for the course.
I love that. All right, we're going to talk to you here in just a little bit more. Here in a minute, why don't you pass the mic over, as we have some guests coming in from Kansas. The Herndon Ox Roast is going to be taking place here in just a couple of weeks. First question is it a real ox?
No, it is 1,000 pounds of chuck roast beef.
Oh, okay,
so,
okay.
Yeah.
Because we're in beef country here.
We're all wondering.
It used to be an ox. But
Ox, it's what's for...
back in 1914, it was probably ox, but now we've transitioned to beef. That's
all right.
What's for dinner.
That's Jennifer and Mitzi joining us here from the Herndon Ox Roast. So there's introductions. Let's talk Pro-Am. So how long you guys been doing this, and just what year are we in?
Absolutely. We're in the 37th year, the 37th. You want to talk about an event with history, huge community involvement. The event was initially kicked off as a partnership between Heritage Hills and the Community Hospital to really bring the community together, do something exceptionally special. We are one of the few as far as health foundations go that do a pro-am, and to be doing it for 37 years is just pretty incredible. But you want to talk about just bringing two great organizations together, supporting them up. It's just been a wonderful partnership, and full slate this year. We haven't had a full slate for years. We did revamp the pro-am about 3 years ago. This is our third year into it. and moving it to a one-day event. It is a one-day, I call it a golf spectacular, because, you start off bright and early and play your a shamble, and then move into the horse race in the evening. And it used to be a 3-day event, but just kind of finding it was like 3 days nowadays is hard to get commitments, and to get our pros there. So moving to a 1 day has been really great. At least full slate this year. Huge amount of supporters. Can't say enough for all of our volunteers. Heritage Hills getting the event up, and funds raised just come back to Community Hospital. The Health Foundation supports a variety of pieces. Most importantly, it seems like in growing in our community is a variety of patient assistance needs. But then beyond that, we could just continue to grow leaps and bounds every year, and continue to see what services our community needs. But just recently, just in the growth factor, the Health Foundation has donated, over $100,000 to expand behavioral health, to expand, to support the new Angels Care Home Health and Hospice area. And then I did some funds back in the surgery department to update that area to get ready for a couple of new general surgeons that are going to be joining us. And then right now, we've got our eyes on the ball on a new building project coming in, looking at a new McCook Clinic, a new cancer care center. And so just all the pieces coming together. But really, this event, the Pro-Am, is about getting the community together, raising those funds to have those funds ready, so when our team calls, we can say, yeah, we can help you. We got you.
So, Troy, let's talk about the foundation. It's a lifeblood for Community Hospital as a whole, and so just talk about that relationship and how it really makes a difference for the hospital itself.
Well, yeah, like an example would be the Roots building that we just opened up in January, and it's not a cheap thing to build. It's like a dorm, not a typical apartment complex. It's going to last for hundreds of years, right? And so it wasn't cheap, but Jessica just knows what we're doing, and so she starts just launching into, well, how can I help raise funds? And she was extremely successful at raising well over $1 million to help with that project, so that we could get it going, and it's been spectacular. But I think that the key there is that the foundation is involved in what we're trying to do long-term strategically, and can just plug themselves in as they see fit and as they know how to do. And it's been great over the years. And I know with the building project, Jessica has all kinds of ideas as well. We are looking to replace our linear accelerator here maybe next calendar year. Well, it should be next calendar year. That's a $4.5 million endeavor. But if you're going to do radiation oncology, that's people wonder why this stuff is expensive to pay for. Put a tip cup,
up by the front. Anybody wants to chip in.
Pocket change.
So she's already working on trying to figure out how to maybe get some assistance from that, from different foundations, larger foundations and stuff. So if we add up the amount of money that's been raised from the foundation over the years, I think you did that once, and I can't remember where it ended up.
I did, and I hate to quote it. I'm the same way. I was like, we don't think about the past. It's all about the future.
Millions and millions. But yeah, so it helps. It really does help, because cash is king and important, and in order to keep doing the things that we've been doing for so long and the things we want to do in the future, we definitely need the foundation to be a part of that.
It's kind of like infrastructure for a city or anything else. It's stuff that happens behind the scenes, makes a huge difference. It's hard without it, but people don't see a lot of it, right?
Well, probably not. I see it a lot, right? But yeah, it's one of those things that just happens, and then we try to tell the story. But yeah, it's a key component of what we've been able to do. Without that, you just don't have enough cash to continue to do the things or capital to do the things that we've been doing. So,
all right. Community Hospital Health Foundation Pro-Am is coming up. What else would you like people to know about the Pro-Am itself?
Regarding the Pro-Am, I was just like, I'd just love to get a shout out real quick to all of the sponsors that we've got coming through. M&B Bank, Pinnacle Bank, M&B Insurance, Sampson Construction, Strategic Design, Edward Jones Investments, Go Light, McCook Family Medicine, Southwest Nebraska Physical Therapy, Wagner Auto Group, Denver Air Connection, State Farm Insurance, Linda Maiden, she does our hole-in-one. I mean, we've got fun games out there. We'll have our cancer team out on one hole. We'll have our sports medicine team on another hole chatting it up with people. We've got local community members who are providing the food. Willow Creek Meats. Lucy's has been awesome in helping us out. I got Nate Meshchin doing our smoking for us. You know,
Nice.
It's just like, I mean, it really does take a community to kind of put all these pieces together. Subway, Walmart, but I just really can't say enough. To Heritage Hills, Chris Fonts, Clint Coleman, the whole team out there. I was just like, I know, and working with Mason has just been phenomenal.
Yeah.
It really does take a group effort to pull this event together, but we know that when we show up there Friday morning and we bring 150 people onto that course, so it's just like they're going to have a fabulous day. So,
Well, going back to the hole-in-ones, I was so close. What's the short par 3?
Might be hole
5,
7, straight downhill.
7.
No, not 7 on the back. 16.
16?
Yes, I was so close to making it on the green once. It was.
we had a hole-in-one last year.
Yeah, I heard that.
We did. It wasn't on that one, but we were able to turn it in and get a little prize coming back. So, yeah.
That's why you do that. Have you had any hole-in-ones yet this year?
We've had 2, actually.
Really?
Yeah, we actually just had one, I believe 2 days ago.
Nice.
3 days ago on the 26th. And it was actually on hole 16. So hopefully, cross the fingers and take it from next week. See another one back to back.
That'd be fantastic. Make sure you put those pin placements where it's real easy, all right?
I'll let Chris and Clint know.
I know there's rules. Yeah. All right. So if anybody else would like to get involved in the fundraising efforts for Community Hospital Healthcare Foundation, how do they get a hold of you?
Absolutely. Give me a ring, 344-7222. Chat with Kimberly or myself. Always looking, for just a little bit of help here and there. And if you're just interested in giving or learning more about us, 344-7222.
Very good. And the program itself, it's full this year.
We're full.
But if you want your name on the list, get a hold of her for next year. If you want to be on the sponsor side, get a hold of Jessica and her team, too.
And quick plug for the next one. We've got our concert for healthcare coming out. It'll be in October. So
yes.
I'm not releasing quite yet. I will tell you it's going to be phenomenal when we do release it. So it'll be good.
Okay. That's coming up here soon. Let's talk the Herndon Ox Roast. And so that's taking place. Herndon, tell us, where is Herndon and how did this festival actually get going?
Okay, well, first of all, Herndon is a little village in northwestern Kansas. If people know where Culbertson is, we are about 15 miles south of Culbertson, just on the other side of the state line. So very close, so people should be able to get there very easily. The tradition of the Herndon Ox Roast began in 1914, and it was just a town celebration at the time. Everyone gathered together, but it's definitely evolved into quite the unique event. And so what we do is we start off with an amazing parade, probably like 150 entrants, which is a pretty big parade for our area. And then we transition. What we like to call this day is a free, family-friendly, fun day. Because then we transition into our ox roast. The lunch is the traditional ox roast, which is beef, as we've disclosed previously.
Yeah.
And it is a very traditional recipe. And it's 1,000 pounds of chuck roast that we dig a pit on Thursday. And we've already cut all the wood in the winter, so we have a huge pile of wood. And then we burn that pit from Thursday until Friday at about noon. Then we use the county's payloader, and we lower this meat in these huge metal containers down into the pit, onto the coals, cover that. And then we also have a ton of veggies, of course, too, on top in a different container. And that cooks for 24 hours. And then we pull it out and we shred that beef up and make gravy. And how they shred it.
Hungry?
Yeah. It is so good. They shred the beef with like pitchforks and hoes and things like that because it's a lot of meat all in one spot. It's quite the endeavor. Yes,
They're all
it's
clean. They're all good.
Garden utensils. I promise. So,
Realizing that.
but yeah. So, and then people come through the line. We have 3 huge lines, and there's so our little village is like 137 people that live there, and that's not counting the cats and chickens. Or maybe it is. I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, but our little village grows to about 2,000 people that day. It's a huge event, and it's a free will offering. And like I said, it's kind of a free day if you go through. So
you guys don't do this every year?
No, it's once every 5 years, which I think is why it is such a success, is because it becomes a reunion of sorts, family reunions, high school reunions. People know about the event because it is kind of quirky. After the lunch, then things get a little wonky down there.
Yeah.
And so it's just once every 5 years, and the sponsorship then is a little easier to get because we're not asking every year.
Right.
And it's kind of got like not elusive, but a vibe every 5 years. You can't miss it because you're not going to get one next year.
It's easier to get on people's schedules if you look. Can you do something in 5 years? If you're going to get them to write it down.
Exactly. So,
all right. So what's your part in the Ox Roast? What are the things that you do?
Yeah, we have a wonderful committee that has started planning last year, and we have kind of heads over everything. And so I think that the main word that sticks out is tradition. And so we have Mark Soko, he's our main chef guy, and his dad actually used to be one of the cooks, him and his uncles. And then Jen and her parents, they were always a huge part of it as well. And so we just ask for people to volunteer, and we help all kind of decide and put it together. For the main part, everything kind of is the same. So she's told you about kind of the morning activities. One of our afternoon things that I think is I've never heard of another one, but I think that really sticks out for the Ox Roast is our outhouse races. So if you guys would like to participate, please get your team together.
All kinds of things are coming to my mind here about what an outhouse race might be. You want to explain it real quick?
Yeah, so it's a team of 5, and if you are interested, we do have a registration sheet that will outline all of the details, but somebody does have to ride on the potty in the outhouse, and you race down a portion of historic Main Street. There are rules. It does have to be self-powered. You can't have it electrical or anything.
Yeah.
And so it gets to be pretty fun.
People create their own crafts or...
Yep.
And some of the fun things that are included is the Chinese fire drill.
Oh, yes.
That's halfway down. And you have to get off the pot. The person on the pot has to move, and someone else has to get on the pot.
Oh, my
Which
goodness.
I know that sounds probably bad on the radio. But anyway, and then the trophies are really fun, too. They're engraved with our logo each year, and we spray paint them gold, silver, and bronze.
Nice.
And they're proudly displayed in many places of business in the area. So hopefully you can see those.
So then you guys finish with a dance, a live band and dance at night, right?
Yep. So this year it will be a live band. It'll be Villains Dance. So it's an 80s themed band that'll be playing for us this year.
All right. That is the Herndon Ox Roast, June 13th, Herndon, Kansas. And do you guys have a place where people can learn a little bit more information about it?
Yes, we have a Facebook page, Herndon Ox Roast. So
Okay. All right.
check us out.
Get down there. Fun times to be had.
Yes.
Northwest Kansas. Brant, talking with you here just real quick. You're off of the big part of recruiting season, right?
For the most part, yeah. Summer slows down quite a bit.
So how'd you do this year?
We did all right.
Yeah?
McCook, there was 6 kids that went into the military. One was doing ROTC down in Oklahoma. And then we had the 5 from McCook. And then there's a few more that are still in school and that recently graduated. They're considering it in the surrounding areas.
And you were telling me that in your recruits, you've had a couple of big scholarship winners over the last couple of years?
Yes, sir. So last year, Josiah Wilkinson won the Minutemen. And then this year, his cousin Andrew Pocop won.
Yeah. So what is the Minutemen? Tell us a little bit about that.
So it is a scholarship where they can attend UNL, UNK, CSC, any college that has an ROTC program, and it'll give them a $12,000 a year room and board stipend.
Yeah.
And then they're going to have their education, like their tuition, 100% covered, and then they get a monthly stipend on top of that.
Wow. So, which branch are you recruiting for?
For the Nebraska Army National Guard.
Army National Guard. That's right. So, if people want to reach out to you, what's the best way to do that?
Probably my cell at 308-340-8384.
Or you can stop by a lemonade stand later today, right?
You can. So my wife helped my kids make some cookies.
Some cookie. Look at these.
Nice.
Yeah. So, he didn't say whether or not I have to share, but I think I can. So we'll have to do that here a little bit. Where's that going to be?
1301 West 3rd Street. Start about 1. And the chocolate chip are the purple ribbon in the county fair, just so you know.
All right. Make sure you display that ribbon out there. It's extra credentials. So. All right, Brant. Hey, thanks again. What's the phone number to reach you?
308-340-8384.
All right. I think we're ready for our weekend poll. Weekend poll, traditionally, Haley does this. Josh has been doing it for a while since Haley's on maternity. I'm out of sorts without my people.
One-man band.
We're trying the best we can. Running cameras and all that. So, all right. So, here we go. Today's weekend poll. What's the best part of your game? Your drive, your approach, your putt, or losing golf balls? Jim Hall, you're on the foundation board. So, you want to start and answer what you think is best
I
for the
displayed
weekend poll?
my best abilities in the two-man league with Kimberly's husband, and he would put me in positions I've never been before off the tee box, and I could finish from there. And noticed that I was shooting par golf. We were shooting par golf, or under even on occasion. So I would have to say that my short game was my strength.
The approach, yeah.
Yes.
I like that.
As long as I've got the microphone, I'm like the young man in the back. I've never played in the Pro-Am, but I am part of the Max Broderson team that supported it from the very beginning. We got together with Bernie and Nona, and then Max took us in a room and chewed us all out and called us names, and then said, "Have fun."
Sounds like Max. It does, yeah.
Yes. And so I've enjoyed helping with the Pro-Am all these years. I'm honored to be on the Health Foundation board, and I'm getting old, so I noticed that I'm spending way more time in doctor's offices than I did previously in my life. It's a change, and the service is wonderful. I don't know that I enjoyed every trip to the hospital, but most of them.
Yeah.
So
being part of the foundation board, what do you enjoy most about being a part of that?
Working with this young lady, actually, because she's a freaking crazy woman, as has been alluded to more than once.
Thanks for using radio appropriate.
Yeah.
Meant that as a compliment. I know it.
There's always, she's always got something. And the other thing that everybody on a board would appreciate, she's always trying to get meetings done in an hour.
Yes.
I know lots of people in charge of meetings that think that that's all we're going to do today
there are people that like to have meetings. I lobby real hard for lunch meetings. 2 reasons. 1, you get fed. 2, you have to be done in an hour. If you can't get it done in an hour, it needs to be an email.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
That's good.
And I just got a quick plug for the College Foundation, because we also have taken care of a couple of these kids.
Yeah.
One of them was on active duty and didn't get back for first semester, and he'd had a scholarship waiting for him. So what we did was he showed up second semester, and we says, "How about we give you a little money to help pay for second semester?"
Wow.
And so
that's fantastic.
Nice.
Yeah,
That's a good deal
I'm a
there.
veteran myself, so I'm in favor of anything we can do to help the veterans.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you for your service. All right. So we're going to get over here. So let's see. What do you think is the best part of your game? Talking about a golf game here. Okay. So is it the drive, the approach, the putt, or losing golf balls? What do you think?
I am actually really good at putting. I get most of my practice at mini golf with my children. But yes, I take care of business when I putt.
A good putter?
Yes, and driving the golf cart. Nobody
Yes.
tops me.
Yes.
So
I knew that
I
was
can't
coming.
wait to be out there to be the golf cart driver and the occasional smack talker. So.
So are you solid 5 foot out or 5 foot in or what's your...
Oh, at least 5 foot out. I
Yeah,
think so.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm one of those. I'll go ahead and say mine here. Most of the time, I'm best at my putting, like getting within a circle like this, and then somebody can finish it up. I can do that pretty good. 1 out of 9 drives is phenomenal.
Those aren't bad odds.
Yeah, but you give me a 30-mile-an-hour crosswind, I can golf in a circle. So, so there's that. All right, how about you? For the weekend poll, which one are you?
Mine's not an option, so I would probably say losing golf balls, but I'm really good at drinking the Bloody Mary. I'm unfortunately, I'm not a golfer. Tried a couple of times, so I would much rather go and watch.
Right.
And that's my joy
Good
of the Pro-Am.
facilitator.
Yeah.
Brant?
So I'm not much of a golfer, but every time we do a work trip, when it's nice, we always do like a team golf scramble.
Yeah.
I can drive the ball pretty good, like 20% of the time, but I did chip one in from the rough
Ooh,
one time.
Michael Jordan here.
Nice.
So, I mean, I would say that just because I thought it was
That's
pretty
a
cool.
gift.
Yeah. Troy, how about you? Which one was the best part of your game? The drive, the approach, the putt, or losing golf balls?
So it probably depends on the year, but this year it's the drive.
Okay, good.
Which isn't saying a whole lot, but yeah, my approaches are not hitting the green, and my putting is as bad as usual. So, but definitely lose more balls than most, I think. So,
I'm going to flip it up on you here just a little bit. What's your favorite part? Which one of those do you prefer?
I think it would be great if my approach was a lot better.
Yeah.
I mean, it's nice to, hit it close.
Yeah,
So
that makes it good. All right, let's go back here. What is the best part of your game for the weekend poll?
Well, I don't know. I've played a couple times this year, not as much as I'd like. I have 3 little boys, so I am at baseball diamonds way more than golf courses. But I hit one on and pretty close to the pin from like 120 out. Because
Wow.
we were looking for it in the normal spots. I'm like, where is it? And we're like, wait, it's on the green. How did that happen? So that was my moment of glory. That's the shot that's going to let me go back and keep me coming back. So it was a miracle.
One of my favorite things when you're golfing is when somebody says, "Did you check the cup?"
Yeah, that would have been amazing. I would have been talking about that one for sure. But.
Yeah. All right, how about you?
Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm going to have to say maybe driving, which has come a long way since my nickname Whiff in high school. Attempted back then, and I would always stand up too soon to see where the ball went, and they said, stay down. You can see where the ball goes later.
Yeah.
And so I can actually hit the thing now pretty far, pretty straight, so I'll take it.
All right, Mason, I saved you for last here. What is the best part of your game? The drive, the approach, the putt, or losing the golf balls?
I gotta say my drives. If you ask Darren Samway, my swing speed is pretty high, so I
Yeah.
can hit that ball pretty far, but working on the approach and putting right now.
Let's be honest. The hardest part of the game is having Darren sitting right next to you.
He gets the adrenaline up. I get to hit it a little bit further with
He
him.
gets a little
out
chirpy
there.
sometimes. Yeah. So from what you've heard here, anybody you think you could help get him out on the range and maybe help swing a little bit better?
Yeah, we've got, actually, shout out, we have our junior kids camp coming up here June 22nd through the 25th. We've got our 7 to 11 is totally full right now. We've got over 30 kids in it. And but our 12 to 15 still has some openings. So if you have a kid that wants to come out and learn the basics of golf or learn the advanced thoughts of golf, give us a call out at the course, 345-5032. And get signed up for that camp.
All right. I love that. Love that plug. That's cool. Okay, so that's the weekend poll. And if you want to go and make your comment there, you can do so. What's the best part of your game? Drive, approach, putt, losing golf balls. If you want to put other topics in, that's fine too. Love to have some comments on there. The next topic for Coffee Club is someone asks, how are you? But you can only answer with a song title. Jessica, you want to start us off here for the answer on that?
I might not be a good one to start off with. So there's a particular song out there by Meredith Brooks, and I'm just going to leave it at that. If you know, you know. Okay? That would be my first one. After that one, I'm going to go with Mary Chapin Carpenter's I Feel Lucky.
Okay, yeah.
I Feel Lucky. And then there's also Young Gravy's Super Good.
Yeah.
And then I got to go with Kenny Chesney and David Lee Murphy's Everything's Gonna Be All Right.
Love those. Someone asks, how are you? But you can only answer with song titles. Who else got answers here? All right, back over here.
I heard it this morning. I had other answers lined up, but this one is like my favorite. It's a great day to be alive.
Oh, Travis Tritt.
Yes, I love it. It was on. I'm like, thank you.
Yes.
It was like sent from above. So yeah, that's mine.
That's good. How about right here?
They're also positive. Yeah. So, first thing that hit my mind was Under Pressure. Either artist, but not in a bad way.
No.
We have so much to do in the next few years, and we're honestly struggling how to make sure it works without getting us too out of sorts. So, but yeah, no, I mean, with all the stuff with the building project, we hope to start this summer, and we're going to have to convert our electronic medical records, which is something no organization ever wants to do. It requires everybody to be focused all the time on that. And then we're bringing on 5 new providers in the next seven months, with 3 family practice and 2 general surgeons. So
that's a big deal. People don't understand how big a deal that really is. I mean, it really is.
It's that's something that we feel lucky about. So
Attaboy.
Yeah, definitely.
Way to tie that in. I love that. That's good. I'm going to go with, there's a song by Johnny Cash. I think it was his last actual big release. It was called Hurt. I get up in the morning and okay, let's go. No, I'm just kidding. All right, who else has got an answer? The question again is, someone asks, how are you? You can only answer with song titles.
I'm going to say Still Standing. That song from Sing with Elton John. That's a good one.
Yes.
Nice.
Shout out to the kids' movies there.
Yes. So this morning when I was at Lucy's and ordering my giant latte with an extra shot of espresso, the song that popped into my head was Wham! Wake Me Up Before I Go Go.
Yes.
So I found that fitting for today.
Very good. Mason, you got one? Get you the mic there.
I also was going to go with Wake Me Up Before You Go. I am the worst at waking up. I set like 20 alarms back to back to back to back, and then I also tell my wife, can you set an alarm for me and wake me up before you go? So this morning I had from 6 to 6:20 every minute, and then at 6:30 I get woken up by my wife. So
Nice.
I was really feeling the Wake Me Up Before You Go today.
That's sweet. Get married 30 years and like, get up.
I might not be so friendly after a few years of that.
My wife would never do that.
They get tired of the multiple alarms, by the way.
All right, anybody else? Everybody good? Okay.
I don't have a particular song title, but anything by, what's that man's name?
I'm going to need just a little more.
Well, country music.
Old.
That's going to narrow it down. Merle Haggard.
No. Old.
Like
Johnny
old
Cash.
Johnny Cash. Okay.
Johnny Cash.
Okay.
Yes.
Any of those, right?
Yep.
Yes.
Oh, let's see. Our next topic for Coffee Club here is, what's an unconventional use of a book? And I thought this might come up pretty. We've already used that this morning, right?
We did.
The floor is slanted in a portion of this studio, and it'd be a good book stop, I guess.
Yeah, it worked pretty good.
Anybody else have an answer for that? What's an unconventional use of a book?
Oh, I definitely have one. So just coming from one of the shortest people in the room, it's a step stool all the time, or something to sit on so you can actually reach a counter.
Get War and Peace. It'll be a better step stool.
Right? Oxford Dictionary.
I've never read that.
Isn't it getting to the point now where the unconventional use is actually open and read it? I mean, mean, it probably is. Otherwise, we use it to kill spiders, drop it on them.
That's what I was going
like
to say.
that.
Kill spiders.
What about the you have one of those lumps or whatever, and they
Oh, one of those
Yeah.
pop it.
or are you supposed to use a Bible? Is that more?
Yes.
I think that was for
Doesn't
some
matter.
other diseases back in the day.
I think it was an excuse somebody wanted to smack somebody. That's what I think. All right, did you have an unconventional use?
Oh, it's good entertainment on the golf course. You don't want to go out and golf. My wife brings a book all the time, and it's a great day for both of us. So,
She's in the cart. You guys spending together time?
oh yeah, she drives and gets to read, and I get to play some golf. So I'm happy. She's happy.
Nice.
That's good. Anybody else unconventional use of a book? Yep, Jim.
Teaching as long as I did, I really thought that a normal thing was to read the book, study the notes, and I know there were several people found other uses for that book besides studying.
Yes, absolutely. Kate, you had one there?
Oh, I was just going to say, I was just at a graduation party and they used them as like a photo backdrop. They put a bunch of books on like a wall, like they were open, and it was really pretty. So it was very unconventional.
Yeah.
Anybody ever seen where they take the pages and make decoration things?
Yeah.
And that's
Art.
like this. She did like,
Mother does that.
oh yeah.
She does?
Yeah. Very talented. Yes,
who does it?
my mother does that.
Okay.
Very talented.
Does she charge or for fun or what?
She does it for fun.
Yeah.
Arts and crafts is her thing.
You'll have to tag her in the Facebook later. So
Okay.
she'll have requests left and right. So I got these books. Okay, next topic for Coffee Club here for a Friday morning. I'm really sad that Josh is not here because I know he's got a story. But the question I'm asking today is, who in your family holds the top speed record? Okay. Anybody want to
Go.
Want to go? Yeah.
Well, okay, you mean like actually being clocked? Yeah. So actually being clocked would be our son Trent, we were doing the relay. I don't know if they still do the run for UV, or we would do a relay from Cambridge back to McCook, and so you do it in parts, and you could run once, and then 2 hours later you run again. So he flies back to McCook in his car he had at the time, and then flies back. And on his way back, he got clocked at like 102. And luckily he didn't hurt anybody. But yeah, that was, I'm like, I've probably been there before, but not.
There were conversations had, weren't there?
Yeah. I think he was like 19 as well. So
Yeah.
it was probably a good day for him to do that because we were focused on the run. But
Yeah. All right. So he just got the record in your family. Who in your family has the record for top speed?
I would blame my wife, and I'm really hoping she's not listening to us this morning because she's more likely to be a little lead-footed than I am.
Right.
Yes.
Okay. Jessica.
My husband, on all accounts, in all regards, with the exception of one, I've noticed it's like he's spending more and more time on the farm, and when you get him in town or on the interstate, or it's just like any of those pieces, we've slowed down just a little bit. But on horseback, working cattle, driving out on dirt roads, all of those, definitely the husband.
Yeah. He's listening, I'm sure.
Yeah. Hey, bud. Oh, sorry. That's Charlie. Hey, Charlie.
Yeah.
Shout out to Heath. How are you?
All right. So we're going to, real quick here, Josh, he is listening. He's running a garage sale in Bartley today. So if you want to go by and buy stuff. First of all, he wants to say that he looks fantastic today. And then his song, for when we were doing the song, when people ask how you're doing, you answer a song title. He says Bee Gees Staying Alive. So get him cut up. Current topic is who in your family holds the top speed record. Mason, you got one?
I would say just under the 102 miles an hour would be probably my wife running after our cats. So might be a 101, but depends on what type of flooring.
How about you?
So we kind of have a joke. I drive a Ridgeline, so I drive like an old, slow person. I just kind of putt along, But my kids, I got 5 little boys, and they think my wife drives like Cruella de Vil.
Yes.
So I'd say her.
How about you gals? Who holds the top speed record there?
So my brother just bought a Corvette.
So he's got the record.
Yeah, and he just got it, and it turned on a light, and he's like, what's this? So he took it in, and they're like, oh, whoever owned this before you was turning it into like a race car. So I can't disclose the miles per hour because his wife's a lawyer and she'll probably get after me, but he holds the record. He definitely does. So
Good stuff.
All right. Did you have one?
Oh, I do.
Yeah.
So actually, it's my dad.
Yeah.
My dad has an absolute love of classic cars, and I can still remember when he got his 69 Super Bee, and he took me out on the highway, heading out to Harlan County, and stopped in the middle of the road, looked at me and said, you better hang on, watch this. And his eyes just glimmered, and the front end of that car just came up and romped it.
Oh.
Yeah, he's also got a really lovely Dodge Charger with a Hemi limited edition that he likes to tool around in too. So,
Wow.
yeah, so he's the lead foot, but he's a good driver. So.
All right. Anybody else? Okay. For me, my story. I was 16. Young, dumb, stupid, all those things. There's a road where you go east. Okay, so you're going south towards Oberlin, then you go east towards like Herndon, Lebanon, and all those areas. Or Lebanon and Danbury and those areas, right? And I was on a motorcycle. A buddy of mine, he had a bike too. My motorcycle's speedometer topped out at 85. But he was doing 120 when I passed him. And let's just say I don't ever want to go that fast again on a motorcycle.
Terrifying on a bike, right?
Yeah, it was dumb, but that was the location. Now it's more than 7 years, so statute of limitations.
Yeah.
Right, Nick? I think. Right? Yeah, self-incriminating. All right. Fun topic. So one more here before we get to our giveaways for Free Ticket Fridays. And this is, you're gone for a week. How many bags does it take for you guys to leave? All right.
Backpack, that's it.
Yeah?
Yep, that's
Backpack and you're good?
Well, for myself. Like
Yeah.
if it was just me,
You got how many kids, though?
5.
5.
So my wife would take care of that. She'd get all their stuff organized in a suitcase.
You bring a U-Haul or what?
No. But one suitcase, she can get all the kids' stuff. But if it was just me, backpack, that's it.
All right.
Oh, so Jessica and I just got back from training, and it was kind of this running joke the whole trip. She managed to fit everything in a carry-on size suitcase.
Yes.
Not me. I had the biggest suitcase I owned.
How many shoes?
4. A separate giant carry-on bag stuffed, and then my duffel bag of a purse. And the whole trip, I was just like, teach me how to properly pack. So yeah, I'm not a good candidate for that.
She kind of told on you, but so what say you, though?
It depends. It depends on what we're doing. I was just like, if I'm going to go for a week and see mom and I can get it all in a carry-on, if we're going cruising for a week or Vegas or something with all of the stuff, then yeah, I'm going to pack.
Yeah.
I'm going to pack.
All right, Jim, you're gone for a week. How many bags you taking?
We're just a few weeks from taking such a trip. And I will have a small bag to check and a backpack to carry on. And Donna will have that same suitcase that Kimberly uses. And she will have actually 2 carry-ons because she's female and she can carry a purse that's...
Right.
Yeah, and then a backpack. So.
Yeah. How about you?
Well, yeah, I mean, it's always one bag, but the size of the bag does kind of depend on what you're doing. If it's for business, the frustrating thing is
you got to take a
you
full
have
coat,
to take
full suit.
Yeah, and so you need a big bag so you can put those in it, and then have clothes for when you're done for the day, kind of thing. But yeah, usually it's just one, and then if it's just for pleasure, it's the smaller bag. So
all right, let's go back row. What you guys think?
Well, it depends on the season. Winter clothes are bulkier than summer clothes. So, in my defense, sometimes I pack more bags than others. I also pack for all of my children, and my husband packs for himself, and he is the overpacker of the group. I get my 3 boys and I's in maybe 2 bags, maybe 3, including my stuff too, right? And he has a bag bigger than mine, like a whole body could fit in it. And I'm like, what are you doing? Where are you going? So anyway, I am not the overpacker. Misty is the overpacker.
All right, Misty, overpacking, right?
Yes, because, okay, I got you, right? Like, if we're together, I will pack for all of the seasons, all of the things. If you need to borrow something, I got you. I'm originally from Colorado, and so all of the seasons can happen in a day. So you got to come prepared. So, yeah. Yeah, suitcase, multiple bags, all of the things.
Mason, gone for a week. How many bags does it take?
I've always been a believer of the 1 carry-on suitcase size. I fit everything I can, and whatever else goes in my pockets, I guess.
I'm the same way. If I can't fit it in a backpack, it doesn't go. If I need more, I would sooner, I'd never done this, but I would sooner ship something out there or just, run to Walmart and buy it if I need it or whatever, than take extra stuff. I just don't want to go to the baggage claim. That's my thing. I just don't.
Exactly.
Don't want to worry about that. All right. It is time for us to draw for our Free Ticket Fridays. This box has been at Kinship Point all week this week. And our Free Ticket Fridays, we got some cool tickets to give away. And so you want to draw one out of there for me? This is for Buffalo Commons Storytelling Festival. It's coming up here pretty quick. Galen Perry is going to be our Buffalo Commons winners. And now let's... Jessica, why don't you, if you can reach there, draw one out.
Got it.
Go ahead and read that. That's going to be for our Dundee County Fairs tickets.
Mary Frederick.
All right, Mary, you got tickets to go see Street Survivors. It's a Leonard Skinner tribute band. It's going to be there at the Dundee County Fair here this year, along with the band next Tuesday as the opener. So congratulations to those folks registering this week at Kinship Point. It is time for birthdays and anniversaries on Hometown Family Radio Coyote Country. If you guys know anybody that's celebrating a birthday, we can wish them a happy birthday now. Usually Josh goes first, but...
I've got one for Sherry Bromander.
Okay.
Happy birthday, Sherry.
Do you have an age?
I don't, but I do know she was in an accident not too long ago, and so sending good healing thoughts her day and hope she has a good day.
All right. On my list includes Marty Hughes, also Holly Hamilton, Chris LeBay, Dustin Muse, Kylie Puckett, Sarah LeBrie. I said it was Sarah's birthday yesterday, and it's not. It's today.
Double celebrate.
Yeah. She's still 46 years old today, I guess. Derek Chambers and Mike Skolot. It's got a birthday today, so see if any others come into my text line here. Nope, good to go. Okay. All right, so we got to pick somebody as a birthday.
Another one.
Got another?
Sorry, I just remembered the aforementioned brother that speeds and the lawyer. Their anniversary is June 1st, not today, and they're in Key West. Oh, was it supposed to be today?
It can be through the weekend.
vicinity?
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm failing.
Yeah,
Yes, so
Very
they're in
good.
Key West celebrating.
All right, so we got to pick a winner here.
Ice cream from the Scoop, a sandwich from Jimmy John's.
Our winner here for this one, let's go. Somebody from here. Dustin Muse. Congratulations. Come by the radio station sometime today or just next week and pick up your prizes. Well, we're about to wrap up Coffee Club on a Friday morning, 29th of May. Fastest hour in radio every week. So, as we get ready to get on out of here, coming up on the Pro-Am, that's already next weekend, right?
Next Friday.
Yeah.
Next Friday. So next time when you're coffee clubbing next week, send good vibes our way.
Hey, just turn on speaker out there, turn it up.
We can do that. Mason, we can do that, right?
Do you have one of those? You have one of those sign things coming in, right?
Yep.
Just put the Coffee Club video on there. That'd be great. We'll scroll your sponsors at the bottom. No. All right. So no, that's all taking place next weekend. What do you want the public to know most about the Pro-Am?
You know, I think most importantly is just, the the sponsorships that we get through there. I was just like, I always say, strong community support leads to a strong community hospital. And all of these sponsorships are just that opportunity to engage our businesses and local community. And as Troy was alluding to earlier, it's just like we can engage the larger foundations for those bigger dollars, but we got to show that local community support. And this is one of those ways that we do that.
Yeah. And Troy, for you, the foundation being an integral part of the hospital itself, and this fundraising, it's not just going into a pot. It actually is used for healthcare.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, and there's so many different ways it's used almost daily. And I don't even know if everybody that receives help from our foundation realizes where it's coming from. But yeah, there's a lot of ways in which people are helped for prescriptions, transportation needs, and we go beyond that with putting money in other places in the community where they can go beyond the things we can legally, so that when people need a little extra help, it doesn't do us much good to have somebody go to the doctor, get a prescription they can't fill, right? And that happens across this country every day, a lot of times, and it happens here. And so having things like that keeps somebody out of the ER, and it's a lot cheaper for all of us if people are staying out of the ER. So, it's wonderful what they're able to do, and how many people they help on an annual basis.
Yeah. Do you get to golf this year?
I wish. We figured out a few weeks ago that I had double booked myself. So,
He has a more important obligation.
Yeah. It's our 30th anniversary actually on the 8th. But I'm not going to be here. I'm driving to Kearney on the 8th, so I set up a trip to go to Estes. So we're leaving Friday morning, and then I realized that was the Pro-Am.
Well, happy early
Details.
anniversary. Yeah. Yeah, so it's very good. All right. The teams are full this year, but if you want to get on a waiting list, or if you want to find out how you can help the foundation financially with endowments or anything like that, what's the best way to reach you, Jessica?
344-7222 or chmccook.org.
Okay. All right, let's chat with Mason here real quick. Heritage Hills. Always the best it's going to look is always this weekend. So talk a little bit about if people would like memberships or come out just for a round of play. What does that look like at Heritage Hills?
Yeah, for sure. So we're doing something really cool this year. We've got actually our new membership options and next gen options. Those are both really great ways to get you into the game of golf. If you didn't have a membership last year, you can come out and get a single for $700, a couple membership for $850, family membership for $1,000. If you are outside of the 69001 zip code, you can get the par membership for $250. And the next gen, that's under 35, you get a $600 single or an $800 for the family.
Wow.
And that's about half price off all the usual prices. So if you were last year, still come out and do it. But if you're thinking about maybe giving it a shot, it's a great year to do so. We've got good moisture in the last week or two, and the course is really starting to take shape. Chris and Clint, they're doing such a great job. Everyone out there with maintenance, all the mowing, they do so much work. I see them out there every day, get some coffee for them, and they need it because they do a lot of work. But I would also like to shout out Greg Arkin. He's been a huge help in the Pro-Am, contacting all the pros that he knows, getting set up a big amount of it. So big shout out to Greg Arkin as well.
Okay. All right.
Thanks, Greg.
Let's talk Herndon Ox Roast real quick before we go. Just a nice little shout out for opportunity people to come down. It is June 13th, right?
Yes, correct. Be there or be square. No, I'm kidding.
You can be there and be square. That's fine.
And also be square. That is true. But it's just a fun day. I mean,
give me two highlights for the Herndon Ox Roast.
I would say obviously the noon meal, the traditional noon meal, and we already touched on the one. So I'm going to also point out our cow patty bingo.
That's a big deal.
If you buy a square, and we have Highland minis, well, micros or something. They're really fluffy and cute, and they will be in the bingo
If
arena.
Haley was here, she'd be going nuts right now. She loves the Highlands.
We are so excited. And if that cow goes potty, number 2, on your square, you can win $1,500.
No way.
So buy a square, message us on Herndon Ox Roast Facebook page.
Do you have
there's
to be
only
there?
a few. No, you do not have to be there to win.
Yeah.
$10 a square. It is fabulous, and they're cute and fluffy. So be there or be square.
It is. That's right. Yeah. All right. And Brant, big shout out for you too. As far as recruiting, if people would like to have a conversation, it's usually where it starts. How do they reach you?
Just shoot me a text at 308-340-8384.
All right. Well, that's going to be a wrap for Coffee Club. Don't forget the lemonade stand here today, too. And program coming up next weekend. It is 8:01 Central Time here from Hometown Family Radio's Coyote Country 105.3. Happy Weekendy.
Radio. Come on. Hey, KIOT McCook, Coyote Country.